Hi guys, in this video we will learn how to create custom authentication in Laravel. So we will create our own login and registration page in Laravel application. So let's get started with an example. So if you can see here, I already downloaded fresh Laravel application, and let me go here into the code. You can see that over here, simple download Laravel fresh. Okay, and then also configure the database over here and also run the migration over here. Okay, so now what I will do first, I will create registration page. Okay, so let me go here and create one controller. So I will say php artisan mac controller. I will create auth controller. Okay, now you can see that auth controller is created over here. Okay, now what I will do, go here into the route. Okay, and here I will create one route, get route, and that will be register. Okay, and then I will define like auth controller colon class, and then I will say register. Okay, and save it. Okay, and now let me use that controller over here. So I will say auth controller, save it. Okay, now let me go to the auth controller. So I will go over here, auth controller, and here let me create one method, and that's called register over here. And let me add dummy comment over here, and simply I will return view over here, and that's called auth dot register. Save it. So that means inside the auth folder I will create registration register blad file. So here let me create one folder that's called auth, and inside the auth I will create register blad file. So yeah, register.blad.php. Okay, and here I will be write html, and then here I will say simply say h1, and I will say hello. Save it, and now let me run it again, our application php artisan serve. Okay, and now let me go here, and here I will refresh it. Okay, and then I will say register, hit enter. You can see that register route call over here. Okay, now what I want to add, I want to add proper registration page over here. Say I already looking one website, and they already provide a proper registration form over here. You can see that simple, like logo and left side image. So I am using the bootstrap 5. So first of all I need to use the cdn for the bootstrap. So I will go here, copy this, and paste it over here, and I will say register. Save it. Then in this snippet they already provide the code. I will copy this, I am not doing anything, and paste it over here. Okay, so there is a section, you can see that here is the image. Okay, like a left side image, and then right side this all the form. Okay, you can see this is the form with email and password. So save it, and now let me go here and refresh it. You can see that proper design over here. Okay, so you can see that there is a left side was image. So I will go here, and then I will download that image so it looks perfect. I will go here, and I will say save as image. Okay, and I will copy this name. Let me go to my folder. I will say custom auth. Inside the public folder I will put that image. Okay, then let me go here, and I will say over here remove this entire thing and save it. Okay, so proper path, and refresh, and you can see that proper images are coming over here. Okay, and I'm removing the logo, login with Google, and all the things over here. Okay, so let me go here, this div I don't required. Okay, and then this entire thing I am not going to keep there, and here I will say register. Save it. Okay, and refresh it. Now you can see that proper registration page over here. Okay, and now you can see that there is only email and password. So what I need to add some other things is that, let me go here, and I will add the name. So copy this, yeah, paste it over here, and here I will be say text, then I will say name, and id also I will keep name, and placeholder I will also add name, and then I will say name over here, and also for name. Save it, refresh it, and now you can see that name, email, and password. Okay, same thing I also, this is the registration page, so I will copy this, and I will keep confirmation password as well. So I will say confirm password. Okay, and here type will be password and then name will be password underscore confirmation. Okay, save it, and same thing for the ID, I will keep confirmation. Okay, and placeholder will be confirm password. Save it. Now let me go and refresh. You can see that there is a confirmation password. Okay, and I will remove this entire okay thing. So I will remove this keep login, so that one I will remove it, so it makes much more clear. Save it and refresh. Now you can see that this is the perfect registration page over here. Okay, now what I will do, I will create one more route. Okay, so let me go here, and that's called post route, and I will add the registration process over there. So I will say post, and that should be a registration, and I will say registration post method, and then I will say name, that's called register dot post. Save it. I will copy this name, and same thing, I will go over here into the form. Inside the action, I will give this route name post. Okay, and method, I will say method will be post. Save it, and I will also pass the CSRF token. So I will say CSRF token. Okay, save it, and now let me go here and let me create one method that's called registration post. Okay, and here I will say registration post, and then I will also add validation over here. So validate. Okay, so first of all, I will say name will be required, and then I will say email will be required as well, and also it should be email. Okay, then I will say password. Okay, password will be required as well. Okay, and that should be also like confirmed. Okay, so I will say confirmed. Okay, so that means, and I will also add minimum 6. So I use the confirmed, so that means it will be confirmed with the confirmation column. So it's a by default Laravel validation. Save it, and now let me go here, and here let me add the validation error message. So I will say error, and I will say name. Okay, and then I will say and error, and inside that I will say span. Okay, I will add a class that's called text denser, and here I will be display the message. Okay, so I will say message. Okay, save it, and now let me go and refresh, and let's see that. Okay, click on login, but this is required, so I am going to remove from the input, so we can see the our Laravel validation is working or not. Save it, refresh, and click on login. You can see that name field is required over here, so that means it is working. Same thing I will do for all. So I will copy this, and I will say email validation, and then I will do for password. Same thing I will do for confirmation password. So I will say password confirmation. Save it. Okay, now everything done, then I will say over here that's called dollar request and all. Okay, save it. Now let me refresh it, and here I will say Hardik, and I will say test at the rate gmail.com, password 123456 3456, and click on registration. You can see that now our perfect validation is working fine. If everything okay, then I am getting all the data over here. So what I will do over here, I will create one user. So I will say user colon create, and then we already have a column that defined into the table that's called name, email, and password. So I will say name, that's coming from the request object, name, email, that also coming from request object. So I will say email, and here I will say password. So password should be hashmac. So I will say hashmac, and we need to take the password from the request object. So I will say password. Okay, and yeah, save it. Okay, now here I need to use user model. So I will say user model. Also I need to use the hash, so I will say hash use over here. Okay, now you can see that user will created over here. So let's simple, I will remove this entire thing, save it. Okay, now let me go back, refresh, and I will re-enter the information. I will say test@gmail.com and I will say 123456. Click on login. You can see that now there is a one record created that's called test Hardik. Okay, and let me go to the database and I will double click on it, like refresh on it. Yeah, you can see that now one record is created over here that's called name Hardik and email. Okay, so that means our user is registered into the database. Now what I need to do, I need to log in that user and redirect to the dashboard. So I will create another route and that's called dashboard. I will say dashboard, save it, and inside the auth controller I am going to create, so that way we don't have to create another route controller for it, but you can do it for you if you want. Okay, so I will say name, that's called dashboard. Okay, and here what I will do, return, and I will say redirect route dashboard, and with I will say success, and I will say user register successfully, save it. Okay, now let me go here and create the dashboard. Okay, dashboard method over here, so I will say function, okay, dashboard, and I will say return view, and I am going to create dashboard blade file over here. Okay, inside, okay, here I will say dashboard dot blad dot php and save it. Okay, and same thing, I will copy this entire file over here and remove the section over here. Okay, remove this one, and here I will say simply h1 and h1, yeah, and I will say hi. Okay, save it. Okay, before redirect to the dashboard route, what I need to do, okay, so first of all I need to make it login this user, so I will use auth helper, and there is a login method, and I need to pass user object. Okay, so that means this user is login to this auth. Okay, so session auth. And now let me go to the dashboard blade file. Here I will be add display the name of user, so I will say auth, then I will say user, and then I will get the name. Okay, save it. Okay, now let me go here and yeah, let me go back, refresh it, and here I will be register again. So I will say Hardik test1 @gmail.com. Okay, 23456. Okay, 23456. Okay, and yeah, you can see that there is a login now, so I need to also change the button name. So quickly I forgot it, so I will say register, save it. Let me refresh it again. You can see register button over here. I will re-enter the information. I will say test1 @gmail.com, and I will say 123456 123456. Okay, and click on registration. You can see that hi Hardik, so that means it is working perfectly fine with the dashboard. Okay, so now let me go here, and you can see that this is not perfect dashboard. So what I will do, I will use some navbar from here, so I will say navbar. Okay, click on it, yeah, and then I will copy this code, entire code, copy this, and I will add it over here. Okay, yeah, and now but I will say Laravel dev, save it and refresh it. You can see that now bar properly. I will remove this search and other things as well, so I will go here, and this form I'm not going to use it, save it. Okay, and this also I'm not going to use, link. Okay, remove this, disable also I'm not going to use, and here what I will say, auth user and username. Okay, so I will say name, save it. Okay, and let me go here, refresh it. Now you can see that Hardik, and there is a link. Instead of the link I will say logout. So I will also, I can do the logout, refresh it. Now you can see that perfect, but you can see that it's already left side. So what I will do, I will add mass auto bootstrap class, and if I going and refresh, you can see that it's moved to the right side. So now it's perfect, Hardik logout. And what I will do the next, I will say one more div over here, and class will be container, and here I will be say bootstrap card. Okay, and then I will say dashboard. First of all, I will say over here h2 and hello. Same thing I will do again, copy the name, save it. Okay, and here I will be also add session. Okay, so I will say session, and that means when coming from the registration, that's also display the proper message. So now let me go here, refresh, you can see that proper, but yeah, let me make it some margin, empty4, save it, refresh it. Yeah, now perfect dashboard and hello Hardik. Okay, so first of all, what I will do, click on logout, then it should be also log out from the system. So what I will do, go here and create one more route for logout. So I will say logout, method will be logout. Okay, and then I will also keep the name logout, save it. Okay, and now what I need to do, give the path. So I will say route and logout, simple, save it. Okay, now what you need to do, go here into the auth controller, and here I will say, yeah, logout method. So first of all, I will use auth helper, and there is already logout method, and yeah, that's it, because by default automatically they take the set from the session and log out that user. Okay, and then you need to redirect back to the registration page. Okay, so I will say redirect, return, redirect. Okay, and then I will say route, register, save it. Okay, refresh it. Yeah, and now let me log out. Yeah, there is a register route defined over here. Yeah, there is no route defined, because if I go copy this, okay, and let me go here and I will say name, paste it. Okay, and now refresh it. Yeah, now you can see that redirect to the registration page. Okay, so same thing I also need to do the login page. Okay, now let me go here and let me create the login page. So same thing I will say over here, that's called login. Okay, here say login, save it. Okay, and let me go here auth controller, and here I will be create login, return view, and I will say auth dot login. Okay, save it, and now let me go inside the auth. I will create another login dot blad dot php. Okay, and save it. Okay, and now I will copy the entire page of registration, copy this and paste it over here, and here registration I will say logged in, and here same thing I will say login, save it. Okay, and here also I will remove the name. Okay, so this column D I'm going to remove, and same thing, confirmation password we don't require, save it. Now let me go and I will say logged in. Okay, now you can see that there is a perfect login page over here. Okay, now what I will do, when you enter the email and password, click on login, then it should be redirect to the post method, and there will be a check to attempt. Okay, and let me go here, and here I will be create another method, that's post method, login, and login post, login dot post, save, and this route I am going to use over here. Okay, login dot blad, yes, save it. Okay, now what I will do, go here, and there is a login post method we need to define over here. Yeah. And same thing here I will be use validation, so I will copy this validation over here. Yeah, and name, sorry, password. Okay, and this is only required. Okay, so remove this one. So that means email and password are compulsory. Then what I will do, I will check first. Okay, so I will say if, and I will use auth helper, and there is a attempt method. Okay, so I will use attempt, and here I need to pass array argument, that's email. So I will take the email from request email, and then I will pass password taking from the request password. Okay, and then if everything going well, then I will redirect to the dashboard. So same thing, I will copy this. Okay, and paste it over here, and user login successfully. If there is something problem, then what I will do, I will say, yeah, redirect, I forgot, return, then I will say back, and with error. Okay, so I will say with error, and then I will say message like user, like username or password are wrong. Okay, you can define whatever message you want to keep, save it. And now let me go here, and here I will be display that at the red session, and here I will get error key, and message will be like alert danger, so it's coming on the black. Save it. Now let me go here and refresh it. Okay, so first of all, what I will do, I will say test 333. I will do the wrong. Okay, .com 123 456. Click on login. You can see that username or password are wrong. Okay, now let me try with the correct one. So let me go here, and if I say refresh, you can see that test at the gmail.com and password was 123 456. So I will say test gmail.com and password was 123 456, and click on login. Now you can see that user login successfully and hello Hardik. So you understand how easily we can do. So let me show you quickly registration again. Okay, so registration here I will be say like if you have account, so I will say login link over here. So let me go here into the registration, and here I will be say login. Okay, and here I will be add the link route. Okay, and then I will take the route from here. So I've already defined the name route. Okay, save it and refresh. You can see that login. If I click on it, yeah, you can see that it's redirect to over here. And same thing, create new account, so I need to redirect to the registration page. So let me go here and define the route over here, route, and then I will say register. Save it. Okay, and if I refresh it, click on that, you can see that register method over here, like register page. Okay, now one thing, if you notice that, like you can see that every page we define, like you can see over here there is a already defined header with bootstrap minimum, like bootstrap with css. Okay, same thing for the registration page, I include the title and link. Okay, same thing for the dashboard, same thing I did include again the bootstrap. So what I will do, I will define the one theme and then I will reuse, so I don't have to rewrite this entire header every time. Okay, so what I will do over here, okay, so let me quit this. Yeah, let me click over here, and that's new folder, and that's called theme. Okay, and here I will be create one default file. Yeah, yeah, this is, let me hide it. Yeah, okay, and save it, and that's called default.blade.php. Okay, and what I will do, simply copy this, paste it over here, and then body will be out, and enter, and yeah, html will be out. Okay, now what I will do over here, okay, I will create one more eld. Okay, so that way I can just I just need to replace this content only. Okay, so I will say eld, and I will say content. Okay, save it. Okay, now what I will do over here into the registration page, remove this entire thing, and here I will say extends theme. Okay, so I will say theme dot default. Okay, then I will say section. Okay, was the content. Okay, and then I will say remove these two things, and here I will say and section. Save it. Okay, and now let me go here and refresh the registration page. Now you can see that perfect. Okay, yeah, you can see that same thing. Let me do it for login. Okay, so I will go here and copy this. Okay, I don't have to write again this header, paste it over here. Then at the end I will say at the rate and session, sorry, and section. Save it. Let me go to the login. Now you can see that login perfect, but you can see that title is still showing register because we added the static over here into the theme. So same thing, what I will do, copy this, and I will say title, and then by default should be theme. Okay, save it. Okay, now same thing, what I will do, go to the registration first. Okay, copy this section, and here I will be say title will be register, and I'll copy this, save it, and same thing I need to do for login. So I will say login, save it and refresh it. Now you can see that there is a login. If I go to the create account, you can see that register, click on login. Now it's perfectly fine. Now let me go, same thing I need to do for dashboard. So copy this and then I will say dashboard and remove this entire thing, and here I will be say dashboard. Okay, and that at the end I will say and section, save it. Okay, now let me register with new user, and that's called Hardik test2 3@gmail.com 123456 123456 and click on registration. Now you can see that perfectly dashboard title, and you can see that user registered successfully. So you understand how easily the process of how we can define our custom register and login page. If you like this video, then please subscribe my channel, like this video and share with your friends. See you on the next video, guys.